Fred Bretsky again from the Aecoo lab here at the Sait campus. Last night I designed this shop project, so what I've done is replicated the mezzanine back in CB 105 in the Aldred building. And so this is what we would show students. It's not plumbed in. As you can see, the labs look like they're flying in the air because I didn't put the counters in. That's so that we can see better underneath and see how we're going to pipe it in. So in fourth year, this would be the shop project. Some of my fourth years may remember it. It's slightly altered. So what I would do is I would pick a team of 6 guys to rough in, or half of my class to rough in this section of a public bathroom. And this would be the men's bathroom. As you can see, I'm going to raise that up a bit, eh? Those urinals look a little too low. So there it'd be here. And they would circuit vent this half of the bathroom, right up to here. And then over here, they would run it into a main stack. As you can see, there's a main stack there. And back here, they would rough in a mini commercial kitchen with a grease trap in the corner, wash down ventilation hood, 2 grease traps, and the food prep sink. And they would rough that into a pipe way over there in the corner, which will, under the ground or under the mezzanine, tie into this main stack. So that's one group. We won't touch this side of the bathroom. We do that in the third year. And over here, we do carriers and, of course, another commercial kitchen with a wash-down ventilation hood, 2 grease traps. They have to pipe all this in, so I didn't put the pipe in. That's up to them. Over here, the main stack would be right in this corner. So this kitchen ties all into the stack and goes down below the mezzanine, whereas in over here, there's a bunch of carriers in behind these toilets. They'll all tie into this pipe and it'll run diagonally across underneath the floor or underneath the mezzanine floor to that main stack. So here they're going to rough in 8 toilets that have siphon jet toilets and wall mount toilets with universal carriers in behind. And of course over here, this would be a universal room, right? Let's bring that down a bit. So here's our lab for the universal room and the toilet here. It used to be called handicap, now we call it the universal room from barrier free. And then they can pop in another vanity here. These vanities will come out this way, just like on the end. So we're going to circuit vent these too. So you circuit vent these. And the thing I want you to remember the most fourth years is at the beginning of the circuit vent, which is going to be here, that you remember clause 2545 subsection C. 2545 clause or subsection C. And this is how we mark it. So when I come down here, so out of 100%, you got to make sure. The beauty of doing these is you don't have to do much work under the mezzanine. Well, these you do. So hangers, 10%, vents, 20%. You got to get your vents right? Pipe grade is always important. And this is my favorite one, code questions. So you will carry your code book around and I will just drill you to find out why you did things or why you hooked up this size of a vent, and you need to find it in your code book. You get 5% off for every mistake. Safety, 10%, cleanup, 10%, right? And finally, you have to do a group drawing on this in whichever way you want to, perspective, top view, or side view, to tell me how you're going to rough it in. So 6 guys are going to do this project on each side, and every guy's going to have a role. We'll have 1 team leader, and then we'll have some gophers, have some guys on the step ladder, and we'll have some snappers that are snapping the cast iron. So everyone's going to know what they have to do before they do it. So this is our project in fourth year. Once again, we're going to do the women's. We have 2 women's bathrooms here. The women's on this side, And we're going to do the mins on this side only, because this one's a little bit harder, as you have to go under the mezzanine and put a bunch of hangers in and hang your circuit vented branch below. Well, that one, you just do it above, most of it anyhow. So there is our commercial kitchen and public bathroom shop for 4th year, and we're going to do that next week.